about the thorn, getting back to the thorn, why did this happen to Paul? Paul was somebody. Not only had he been privy to the third heaven, but he had a personal relationship with God. Paul wrote most of the New Testament. He taught, he evangelized, he started churches. So why Paul? And you might ask the same thing, why me? Why is this happening to me? I'm experiencing hard times. In the old church, they used to sing a song that said, "It's so hard to get along. I just can't hardly get along." And so Paul may have felt that way, even though he had all these good things in this great relationship with God. Now the question is, you got the thorn. You acknowledge the thorn, whatever your thorn is, and everybody got one. Maybe you got more than one, but you got one. What do you do about your thorn? Well, the ambiguity of the thorn is good because it could be anything. If they had specifically said what the thorn was, and that was not your thorn, you say, this don't apply to me. So it's good that we're just left with a thorn. Now let me tell you what Paul did with his thorn. If you read on down to verse number 8, Paul went to God and said, remove the thorn. Twice he did that, and God either said no or he said nothing. The reason I know that, because he went back a third time. And the third time he went to God and said, remove the thorn, God told him something that I don't think he was expecting. As a matter of fact, of all the writings Paul did for the New Testament gospel, this is the only time that's recorded that God actually spoke. Other times, there are a couple other times where he was quoted, like at the Last Supper, but this is the only time where it shows that he actually spoke. And what did he say? He didn't say what Paul expected him to say. He said, my grace is sufficient for thee. My strength is made perfect in weakness. Paul received that, and the funny thing about it, Paul took that the same thing and he said, okay, when I'm weak, that's when I'm strong. So what to do with your thorn? Know that God's grace is sufficient. For whatever your thorn is, his grace is sufficient. And it doesn't matter how low it bows you down, it makes you strong. The songwriter said, I'm stronger, I'm better, so much better. His grace is sufficient. That's what you do with your thorn. You give it to him because you can't handle it.